What is up, my good people? Welcome to the Mega Bull channel. So, it seems like the last video I did on some of these charts people like, so I'm going to do some more updates, especially right now that the market is going down. Okay, let's look at Bitcoin, right? This is the way I'm looking at it. We're going to have a retracement at some point. Okay, none of this is financial advice. This is how I look at stuff to give me an idea of sort of where we are. Usually when we enter into this 0.236 area of the Fibonacci, it's usually a good idea for me. I don't know what you do to enter into the buy zone, okay? And I do expect a retrace to come in for Bitcoin. And however it happens, we'll see. But I wanted to show you the S&P 500 took a massive dump. So if you look at this, right, it's been in the red. It's been on the decline since, beginning of the year. And it's dropped all the way down here. It's interesting, right? And today it's had a massive red day. Let's look at the Dow Jones. Let me go ahead and see it. Very similar, right? You see those structures where they're looking awfully similar. Now, what has happened in the crypto space, right? Especially with the leader, which is Bitcoin. It has also, well, that's one of my other charts. It has also gone in the red. So it's interesting how the parallel between the traditional stock markets and the crypto space follow each other. Now, some of the ones that you have to keep an eye on, and I show you some coins with historical charts, and what I mean by that is they've been here for a long time, and this is what I covered in my other video in which I covered why I think a massive altcoin season is coming. And some of those involve Zcash, right? It's been here for a while. And when I look at this chart, I see that this was the last bull run where it went almost to about $900, right? And this is on Kraken. Now it's been hovering in this 0.236 range for a while. I mean, obviously you have your lower buys, which is in the $20 range, right? But also it's been here for a while. It has not had its alt season at all. And so I believe once this bottom of Bitcoin comes in, which you'll see right here, once this bottom comes in and it starts retracing, I expect these altcoins to take off. You see Zcash, right? This range is a range where you can dollar cost average. It has not seen a major run, right? You look at Dash, historical chart, right? It has multiple years. It's been here for a while. Has not gone anywhere near its all-time high. And it's still been hovering here for a while. I expect this one to be taking off, doing something crazy like this, right? And people right now, they're all beaten down. The fear index is so low, which makes me extra bullish, because when I see it just takes one green arrow to change sentiment. And if you see Zcash, Dash, and these traditional coins take off, this is going to be good for holders of XRP and XLM, for example, right? Or this is a massive buy right here for me for XRP. Look at that. An XLM, are you kidding me? This is like fire sale down in aisle 9. You see? So this range is, okay, well, might as well start accumulating in this range, because this is, probably a little over 4x from its all-time high around 93-ish, okay? So this is what I'm looking at from a charting perspective. Now, for example, I know Credible Crypto has been talking about Curve. Curve is one of those digital assets that's new, and it recently set a new, well, here's the thing, it's going into uncharted territory. So this is one of the ones where, hey, you can take a gamble on, right? But if you know what it's all about, then and you believe in that project, you can go ahead and put your money in there. This is probably one I'll deep dive into probably sometime this weekend, because I'm curious about this one. But this is where we stand. And now look at this, massive red candles the last couple of days, and it's basically back where it was, mid-December. So if you're interested in Curve, this is something to look at. Another one that I wanted to do was Casper. I've been talking about Casper a lot. And you see how recently I'm looking at it from this perspective, right? It set a high right here, and it's been in a retrace. And this chart is similar to, I believe it's the tail chart. And when you see, and shout out to Kevin Cage for putting this out. This area right here, like I said, this is my buy zone. When it retraces around the 0.23, that's when you want to start looking to buy something. So if you guys are interested in Casper, this is the place where you're like, hey, I might be thinking about accumulating here, right? And remember, this is one where you're looking at it for a long-term perspective. It's been in the space for a while, but don't expect to make life-changing wealth overnight, right? And the same goes for my babies over here, XRP and XLM. These two will test your patience, let me tell you. They will test your patience, but it helps for the long term because I'm in it for the long haul, right? And I'm sure a lot of you are, but take your profits along the way. So Casper, like I said, it's reached that range. If you guys are looking to buy, I personally would, this is not financial advice, okay? So don't take this as financial advice. I'm just showing you the charts. You do what you want with them. Okay, let's see another one that I think is good to show. Bitcoin Cash. Okay, this one is another one. Let me zoom out here for you guys. Where look at this, right? This was its all-time high at the last bull run. Where is it now? Way down here, 332. So here, all the way up here, you do the math, right? That's about a 12-ish X. So, something to look at and consider, 12, 13X. But I'm showing you charts that have some historical context to show you where we are right now, and that this altcoin season literally has not even gotten started yet. And when you look at the traditional stock markets, you're seeing the exact same thing. The stock market goes down, cryptocurrency goes down. There's some parallels there. There's correlations, right? I'm not saying it's causation, but there's correlations. Now, Energy Web Token, I've recently done some videos on it, right? They started the Crypto Climate Accord. And look at these liquidity wicks that you see, and this is on Kraken. I do expect Energy Web Token to eventually reach these prices. And I think that's just going to be the beginning because what they're doing right now is going to bring a lot of value to this token. And I've done videos on it. If you want to check it out, go ahead. But right now, from here until, $52, you're talking about around a 9X, right? But again, a lot of people want to make it overnight. And if you're one of those people, I'm sorry, but you're not going to make it. You're going to get frustrated because this market will test your patience, right? But I show you things with utility, right? Or that have some historical charts. I use the historical charts to show you where we're at in the market. A lot of people, I need to do a deep dive on quant, do a video on it, right? It reached an all-time high of around 430, and it's now hovering about 114. So this is one of the ones I hear talked about a lot in the XRP community. Is quant. So you look at these charts, right? And I specifically look at like Bitcoin, right? Litecoin Dash Zcash, Bitcoin Cash to give me an indication of where we may be in the space. And then I go ahead and talk and look at like new assets and look at them, study them, and present it to you guys. But like I said here, this is Bitcoin. I'm expecting a retrace. The bottom will come in at some point, right? because we've gone down quite a significant bit on these charts. So usually around the 40-ish percentage, around there is when you start hitting the bottom. So sometime, I don't know when, but we've done a lot of ranging. We'll hit the bottom, we'll probably range, and then hopefully we start the retrace back. And I'll be looking at Litecoin, Zcash, and Dash to give me an indication of this alt season. And as well as XRP and XLM, because these are my gems right here. So let me know what you guys think. I hope that this information kind of gives you an idea of where we are in this market and to prepare accordingly. None of this is financial advice. I'm just presenting it. And I think it's also interesting, and this is going to help me transition to my next point, that the Fed releases a study on the CBDC of the digital dollar. And when you look at something like this, it makes you turn your head, because if you've followed my channel, the dives I do into some of these digital assets with real use case and utility and fundamentals, which I believe will be essential for what the Fed wants to do. Now, like I said, there's a dystopian side of this that you have to keep you have to take into account, right? And also, let me show you this, a quote. The report says that a CBDC would fundamentally change the structure of the U.S. financial system, altering the roles and responsibilities of the private sector and the central bank, the report says. So this should make you bullish on coins you own with utility. All of these coins, I present a lot of coins with utility. But when you look at what XRP does, right, where they're niching down on cross-border payments, when you look at the grand scheme of things and what the XRP ledger provides, right, that will be essential for any kind of CBDC worldwide, especially when you know that central banks have been piloting their CBDCs on a private ledger. So keep your eye out for that, and don't let the sea of red, distract you from the fundamentals and of the tokens you may own, because this is a statement indicative of what digital cryptocurrencies are going to be in the future. They're going to disrupt the current U.S. financial system. So with that in mind, like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you guys think about these charts. Thank you for watching. This is the Mega Bull Experience, and I'll see you in the next one.